Yo, yo, yo! What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 2 of Bang for Your Buck on MUT 17. Today we'll be looking at running backs. I think I got I got 8 running backs, just like I had 8 quarterbacks in the previous episode when I did quarterbacks, obviously. I have power, speed, elusiveness. Just keep in mind, as my computer goes glitchy, that some of these players will be able to be, they'll be eligible for multiple categories because they can do more than just one. I just chose them. That's just what I thought they were just best at. Maybe they can do both. Like in a couple categories, I know that they can, be a pass blocker and a speed back or whatever. But this is just the list of all these players are under 25k. That's just like quarterbacks before. So another thing to keep in mind is PS4 and Xbox One prices are different, but I'm using the Xbox One market. I do show you the PS4 market too. They're not going to be that much different. I think most of these players are under 25k on both PS4, Xbox One, and if you're on the later or older gens. So let's get right into it with the power backs. I don't think this should be a surprise for anybody who knows anything about the NFL or even MUT. Is LeGarrette Blount, and these cards aren't bad either, because even his base silver card, or Bill's base gold card, isn't terrible, but we're looking at this most speed card. 99 power for his MUT ratings. That's be no surprise, and like I said here, only 200 coin difference between the PS4 Xbox One market. Very cheap option. He's gonna have 85 speed, which is it's not good. But you're gonna be using him for one purpose only, and that's running between probably only the guards. You can probably do a couple runs between the guards and the tackles, but I like to keep it between the guards even, like Owen traps, HB dives, such and such. Man, the real important thing right here is his 94 truck, 91 ball carrier vision, 94 stiff arm. He's got 92 carries, so that's very good too. And that's probably most of it. And he's got 89 spin, which actually isn't terrible for being a very power-based back. 82 juke. Strong, but that's the first power back that we're looking at. Second one we're gonna be looking at is actually Chris Ivory. And actually, if you ask me who I would say is better, even though Chris Ivory is actually only, I think he's only at 82 overall, and LeGarrette Blount's 84. I probably picked this Thanksgiving Chris Ivory over all of them. And see, I didn't even know he played for the Saints. Now I know he went from the Jets to the Jaguars. Didn't know he played for the Saints. Now he's gonna give you 97 power, but he's also got 99 pass protection. This is one of these players that qualifies for multiple type running back. That's why I prefer him over LeGarrette Blount, and that's because he's only losing one more truck to him. He's got better speed, acceleration, and he's got 77 pass block, which is crazy good. And he's only going for 1,000 coins, guys. 1,000 coins. That's if you're on a budget and you just need somebody that will get you through, maybe even the gauntlets. If you want to get through the gauntlets and you don't want to use your best running back or waste up contracts with him. This guy can do it all. Not the fastest guy, but for 1,000 coins and he's being a power back, not terrible. Next guy, we're changing to the speed backs. So these guys will be meant for their speed, doing like stretches, stretches and tosses and stuff like that. Running mostly outside, counters, stuff like that. And we're not looking at his Ultimate Blitz card, which is going for Hardcore K for a good reason, because he's got 92 speed. Team of the Week card, right here. Okay. He's only going for 2,500 on Xbox, 188 on PS4, so same price. We're not gonna worry about anything over here, because he's not. I mean, that's not what he's used for. The only two things that he's gonna be used for is this right here, that 91 speed and 90 acceleration. I guess one thing to keep in mind is he does have 85 truck, which isn't terrible, but just speed. Not even elusive. He's not even elusive back. Just meant for speed. So if you want something that's just speed, not anything else, that's who I would say. But now if you want to spend a little bit more money and have somebody that can do a little bit more than just speed, but is also, he's still fast and if this computer would work. Latavius Murray. One of my favorite gold cards, actually, for running backs, besides gold, Chris Ivory base when he first came out. We're looking at his Team Elite card right here. He's 6. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that he's 6'3". I think with Garrett Blunt, maybe 6'3" too. I'm not sure, but he's 6'3", so I mean, I don't know if you care about height that much, but if you do care about height, that's something that you can keep in mind. He's gonna give you 90 speed, great acceleration. He's got 87 jump, so I mean, if you want to try hurling over somebody, being 6'3" and all, I guess you can try it. One other nice thing about him, he's got 89 truck, which is very good. 90 spin, 88 juke, decent carry, good 90 stiff arm. Could be a budget monster, yep. Not much. I mean, injury's kind of low. I don't know if that really makes a whole big of a difference. Yeah, that's him. He's got one thing I wanted to look at with his catch, which is up here. 67 catch. Okay, so he's not that good at catching. They actually have more of a power back than anything, which I wouldn't deny being 89 truck, but he's also got 91 speed, 90. This card would be a lot better if that looseness was probably up a little bit more. That's the one thing that he really just doesn't have. That's kind of not crucial for some people, and it actually is crucial. So if you're not just saying it for no reason, it actually is pretty crucial. And finally, we're getting to the second. Actually, no, we're getting to the third category, which is elusive backs. And these elusive backs are actually the more expensive cards because they're elusive, but they're got kind of like 4 different players that kind of can do it on their own way. First one is Lamar Miller. I have actually used this card. I didn't know he had a Team Elite card. For 98k, obviously not going to be what we're using for. One thing I forget to mention is that here's your chemistry right there. As you can see, he's got BCA, which I don't think anybody's putting together the BCA offense anymore. You might have 1 or 2 cards from the BCA promo, but you're not going to put it together anymore. He's on that Ankle Breaker though. I guess if you want Ankle Breaker. Ankle Breaker is one of my least favorite chemistries. We only need 2 players. But whatever. So he's gonna have 90 speed, 90 acceleration. That's all good and jolly, but 93 agility, and he's got 89 jump. Probably won't be jumping over anybody. I think he's gonna be 5'10". 75 truck. He's not gonna truck over a whole lot of players. He can. I mean, but right here, 91 elusiveness, 92 ball carrier vision, 90 juke. So he's definitely a very agile type guy. 72 pass block, which isn't terrible. So, kind of like if I were to compare him to somebody, it's kind of like a really cheap budget, the Damian Thompson. He just came out, I think today, as this video is being uploaded, or being recorded. Kind of got like the same speed and elusive stats and kind of like the similar trucks. So if you kind of like the Damian Tomlinson's playstyle, I think they're both 5'10". He's like a really budget Damian Tomlinson. He's gonna be more of a speed. For him, Lamar Miller, I for the short time I did use him, I like doing counters with him the best. That was what I was using him for usually, and it worked out pretty well. And this is actually the same price I think I bought him for. I think it fluctuated a lot, but it's back to the price when I bought him to, and I think I bought him quite a while ago. But I think he was a pretty solid card for the price, and you're getting the ankle breaker chemistry. So if you can't put that together, it's also consider. Okay. Now we're looking at just a motivators, D'Angelo Williams. I didn't know that either. We're looking at his flashback card though, which sadly also has ankle breaker chemistry. Maybe people will actually like that chemistry. I don't. He's right on the verge of our budget, but he's gonna have 88 speed, 91 acceleration. But he's very agile, 90 agility, but I mean 92 looseness, 93 ball carrier vision, 91 spin, 93 juke. Still got 91 carry, which is very good. 77 pass block isn't terrible either. Only 69 catch, which is whatever. Ankle break chemistry. That's basically all I have to say about him. I'll tell you my favorite player out of these, all of the elusive backs after I get done with all 4 of them. Now, oops, I want to hit that again. Now the cheapest one I got in this category is Jamal Charles. Oh, I think is there 2 M's? Oh my god. No. Please don't tell me. Probably not. There's probably not. It can't be 2 M's, is it? Well, I don't want to spell Jamal apparently. So we'll do. It's 2 A's. That's interesting. One thing I do want to point out though, for those who may have a little bigger pockets, there's this Molsphere Jamal Charles. He obviously doesn't go with what we're looking at because he's almost 50k, but he does have other cards. We're gonna go. I'm gonna show you the alternative chemistry one because that's the one I would buy. He's cheaper and he's got slot expert, which I think is a better chemistry than the zones and stuff. He's only 7,000, so he's the cheapest one of this set. Almost 90 speed and acceleration, but obviously he's gonna have the same story as the D'Angelo Williams. He's got 91 looseness, 93 ball carrier vision, 92 spin, 92 juke. He's actually got a decent catching stats. Very bad at pass blocking. That's the one of the downsides about him. And he's not gonna do a truck over really anybody. I mean, if you get a truck animation, I don't know. That's what you're gonna get, but most of the time I wouldn't count on it. So that's Jamal Charles. And for our last card, it's actually Reggie Bush. He's also got a Thanksgiving card, almost 100k, so he's definitely not going to be on here. And he's got ankle breaker again too. So unless you like ankle breakers, then both under 25k on Xbox One and PS4. 89 speed, 91 acceleration. He's got 90 jump. I think he's 6 foot. You might be able to get a hurdle animation. Poor strength, 75 catch, which actually isn't terrible. He's decent, probably receiving back, I think. 90 agility, 69 truck, not be trucking over anybody, but he's got great elusiveness, great spin and juke move, which isn't terrible. And he's got, I mean, you look at his catching stats, and they're actually not terrible. I mean, if you want to use him as receiving back, I don't see why you couldn't. Kind of a poor man's Damian Tomlinson as well. I think Lamar Miller kind of fits that a little bit better, but yeah. And then out of all of those 4 elusive backs that I showed you, I think that Lamar Miller. I'm gonna go to this page one more time. That would be the card out of all 4 of them out of this category. Cause I told you which one out of each of the categories I like the best. And out of the elusive I showed you before, all similar price ranges except for Jamal Charles, which I mean that's only if you're really just on a budget. I would definitely say this Lamar Miller is your best bet. The only, I mean, if you want something he kind of fits the speed, he definitely fits the speed category as well, giving you 90 speed and acceleration, but he's also got great elusive ball carrier and juke, agility, whatever. And then out of the power backs, like I said, I take Chris Ivory, the Thanksgiving version, over the Garrett one. But okay, guys, that kind of wraps it up. That was episode 2. Leave a like and a comment below.